best go anywhere, do anything watches under 20,000 rupees. Go anywhere, do anything is a term we watch enthusiasts use for watches you can wear at multiple occasions. According to me, cheap watches can't be go anywhere, do anything watches because brands, they have to cut corners if they have to give you a piece for a very affordable price. Meaning you'll get acrylic crystals, you'll get brass cases, very average bracelet, and overall not a very solid experience. My goal for making this video was very simple. I wanted watches to look nice and also have very good build quality. So I did all the mehnat. I filtered many watches via this criteria so that you don't have to. You just watch the video and pick the one that you like the most. Also, there is one common complaint I get whenever I make listicle videos like this. You say the watches are not available, so there is no point. So I've made a point to include watches which are available. If you want more watches from Indian micro brands, you can check out the video of my watch collection, which is linked in the description. But for this video, all the watches I'm talking about should be very easily available. We go from cheapest to the most expensive, and at the end of this video, there are 3 bonus picks which I think are genuinely worth your money. Okay, starting with this Adisdive AD2030. Now, I know many people dismiss brands like Adisdive because, it's a Chinese brand. But genuinely, watches like this is the reason why affordable market has become very dangerous for big brands. Because this thing genuinely looks and feels far more expensive than it should. The dial is easily the highlight here. The ice blue color with this subtle looks ridiculously good under natural lighting. And what I like about AD2030 is it is clean, balanced and compact. Just a very easy to wear watch. Also, this watch is quartz, but it feels like it's an automatic watch because it has a VH31 movement. So in a way you get, quartz accuracy and, mechanical watch feel. So it is a very easy recommendation if you're looking for a budget, go anywhere, do anything watch under 10,000 rupees. Next on our list is AD2066. This, in my opinion, looks like an homage of, Longines Conquest, which is an excellent go anywhere, do anything watch. This, in my opinion, is a very underrated piece. Not a lot of people talk about this watch. And to me, this watch gives off that, luxury sports vibe. The mint green dial looks fresh. The polished bezels add just enough shine. And personally, I'm very glad that, Adisdive went no date in both of these watches because the dial feels so balanced. This one also has a VH31 movement. Whoever I know owns this watch speaks highly about this piece. So I had to include this in the video. When many people hear about Casio, they think of calculator watches, G-Shocks, and for GADA pieces, their Edifice lineup is worth looking. Here, this piece looks incredibly sporty. This is a great everyday watch that is not trying too hard. What I love about this piece is, the bezel is polished and the dial has a beautiful gradient. It's darker around the edges and lighter in the center. And this has a date window, but it looks so balanced with the overall design. And Edifice is proven and known to have watches which are affordable but also have a very good build quality. At some point every watch enthusiast goes through a dive watch era where they want to wear dive watches. I started like that as well, but the problem with many dive watches is they are too big. So Ratio solves that problem really well. They take that safe diver design and they package it in a very wearable size. And I own a couple of Ratio watches and I can vouch for their build quality. The build quality is very good and their quartz and automatic diver can be good go anywhere, do anything watches. But if you think automatic one is out of your budget, you can go ahead with the quartz one. Nothing has been compromised, only the movement is different. And you can use my coupon code for an additional 5% off on all Ratio watches. This is the kind of watch you wear during travel, rain, rough daily use. Even for swimming, you can wear this because it has excellent water resistance. And you really need not worry about this watch once you have it on your wrist. And that is the charm of GADA watches. Now, if you want some spice, you can spice things up with a chronograph. And as I mentioned, Edifice lineup has really cool watches. They also have this stunning chronograph, EFB 730D. It leans into that heavy old school motorsport chronograph design. These panda subdials are so well done and the entire watch feels very interesting. It's wearable, but it has applied indices and so many subdials and nice polish to the case. So it plays with the light beautifully. And if you get this in silver color, many people can pull off the look in multiple outfits. So it's a good watch from a very reputed brand. Now here comes my favorite. I have been talking about this watch so much that I think by now people might be bored of it, but I can't recommend it enough. Casio AFR S108D, in my opinion, is one of the strongest go anywhere do anything watches under budget. If you find it on sale, you can get this for 8,000 as well. But this watch gets everything right. Integrated style sports watch design, slim profile, clean finishing, simple dial layout, beautiful sunburst dial. Because this watch is so thin, it can easily slide under a cuff if you are wearing a formal shirt. But because of the integrated sporty design, it also can work well on casual outfits as well. Plus, this is ultra comfortable and very lightweight, so I had to include it in my list. Okay, when I did a poll, many people wanted automatic GADA watches also. So I have one for you. This one is again from Edifice, but this one is AD2077. I recently did a review on my channel. You can click the link over here to watch it. But this watch gets so many things right. It looks like a baby of, Rolex Oyster Perpetual and Longines Conquest. The design language is so similar. And this one has an automatic movement inside. The movement is NH35, which is very easily serviceable and very reliable. And it is a go-to movement for many budget automatic watches. What I love the most about AD2077 is the sunburst dial. It is a beauty to look at. The bracelet is also very solid and very well done. And the entire sporty design makes it a very safe everyday wear option. This list would be incomplete without G-Shocks. But I personally think not all G-Shocks can be good go anywhere, do anything watches, because you can't wear it with something nice. It's just too sporty, which doesn't mean it's bad. It means that, it has a very separate category. But this one in particular can be a good go anywhere, do anything watch if you want a G-Shock. This one technically sits in the women's lineup, but to be honest, if you have a smaller wrist and you want a G-Shock, I think this is a very good option. You get all the goodness of a G-Shock in a very smaller case. Love the stainless steel built and applied indices. It has an analog digital display, matlab analog bhi hai, digital display bhi hai, which I'm not a big fan of. But some people really love it. I'm just trying to be objective to give you more options. I had to skip this one, not sure of the movement, how serviceable it is. This one also I have to skip, not confident about the build quality. This one I had to skip because it has 50 meters of water resistance. I want at least 100. This one also 50 meters of water resistance. Have to skip this one. When I had to narrow down watches for this video, मुझे लगा भाई मैंने बहुत मुश्किल काम ले लिया है. I had to kill so many good watches just because they were not fitting into the criteria I had created for go anywhere, do anything watches. But then again, this another G-Shock survived, and this one again feels like a much more evolved Casio. This one solves the biggest problem many people have with G-Shocks, the bulk. You get the same toughness, same shock resistance, but in a much more compact package like the previous one. Because I think this one can work with many mature outfits also. Okay guys, moving further, it makes me so happy that I can include a Titan in this video. So there's a myth that, people think us watch enthusiasts, we like to shit on Titan for no reason at all. But, I think we really root for Titan when we feel very happy when Titan does something right. I think they did a very good job with their 0-hour diver watches. And the one I am featuring here is their 100-meter quartz variant, which I think is very, very well done. It's a diver watch, but still the proportions are, it can still work as a go anywhere, do anything watch for people with medium to large wrists. It's not very bulky also. Plus, the dial is so well done. It looks like an ocean. A very nice gradient also from top to bottom. The bezel also feels very functional. And I think this is a very good option for even casual buyers because you get a very good quality watch, which you need not worry about when you're wearing it. And it's from an Indian brand. You can go to the store, check if you like the watch and then buy it. But definitely consider this. Some Citizen watches with their Eco Drive movement, they have to be in the list. I'll tell you what a Eco Drive is, but first, let's look at this piece of beauty from Citizen. Love the waffle dial over here. Citizen Eco Drive is honestly one of the smartest technologies made for normal people. I'll tell you why. Because you don't need to wind the watch like an automatic watch. You don't need to replace the battery like a quartz watch. Basically, this watch needs a light source for energy, which makes it super practical. And to be honest, I added this in the list because this is a very fun color option. If you're probably bored of seeing blue, blacks and whites, this orange can be fun. But if you want something more classic, more versatile with an Eco Drive technology, this next one, BM7600, is probably a safer pick. This is simplicity done right. You have clean blue sunburst dial, very comfortable sizing, slim wearable proportions as well. Love the applied indices on this one too. And for people who love a date window on their everyday watch, it has that as well. There's a myth that, watch enthusiasts, they don't like quartz watches. I've spoken to so many watch enthusiasts and there's something about a simplicity of, just grabbing a watch and leaving your house. Sometimes sure you need something more mechanical. It depends on, how do you want to express yourself. But if you want practicality, nothing is better than a grab and go watch. Okay, now we come to last three bonus picks. Basically, you can't get these for under 20,000 rupees. You have to like nudge your budget a little more. But I promise you, if you do that, you're gonna get some really, really solid pieces, which you're not gonna regret buying. Starting this list off with, of course, Casio's first automatic watch, EFK 100. This some color variants I've seen also retailing for 17,000 rupees. I don't know if that was just a one-time thing on Myntra, but you can definitely keep your eye on this piece. You get a good variability, you get sapphire crystal, many color options to choose from. You get Casio reliability, but with a mechanical movement. And if you're somebody who is very brand loyal, this Casio Automatic will really make you happy. Next one is watch enthusiast's favorite. This is Seiko SRP E51. This is called Dress KX and it is popular for a reason. They took that legendary automatic diver, removed the bezel and made it a very good everyday watch. You have the same sporty DNA with a very reliable movement. It works with casual clothes, office wears, travels, dinners and almost everything. And you have multiple color options to choose from also. Last watch on our list is this Timex Expedition, which is made from grade to titanium. Titanium as a go anywhere do anything watch makes a lot of sense because titanium is 40% lighter than stainless steel. You can change the leather strap to a NATO strap if you want more of that, field watch look. This straightforward design has a really nice color pop also with the hands and the dots on 12, 3, 6 and 9. This watch is pure functionality, which is exactly what you need in a good go anywhere do anything watch. That's about it guys. ये वीडियो बनाने में बहुत मेहनत लगी है. So if you really loved it, give it a big thumbs up. Will really help my channel a lot. And do let me know in the comments below which is your favorite go anywhere do anything watch from the list. And do you think I missed out on anything? Subscribe to my channel and join me in my journey of bringing back the charm of wearing watches, one video at a time. See you in the next one guys. Until next time.